12 News at 10 starts now.
And we begin tonight with breaking news out of Southern California. A live look on the left part of your screen here outside the home of one of the most famous movie directors in the world, Rob Reiner. He and his wife were both found dead inside that home, and a murder investigation is now underway. Reiner, who directed films including When Harry Met Sally, Princess Bride, and many others, was reportedly found stabbed to death along with his wife, Michelle, in their Brentwood home. Police were called to the home late this afternoon. There's no word on a suspect or a motive, but the Associated Press is reporting that a family member is now being questioned by investigators in relation to this stabbing death, these two stabbing deaths. Reiner's been active in television and movies for more than 50 years, rising to fame in the 70s sitcom All in the Family before moving into directing. So a large police presence outside the home tonight. Reiner was 78 years old, his wife 68. They had 3 children together. We'll continue to follow the story and bring you any new developments. Breaking news out of Rhode Island. A person of interest in connection with the Brown University shooting that killed 2 people and injured 9 yesterday has been released. That was after he was arrested. Sources earlier said 24-year-old Army veteran Benjamin Erickson was detained. He was found with a revolver and a small handgun at a hotel in Rhode Island about 15 miles from the school. But the Rhode Island Attorney General now says evidence points in a different direction. Tonight, the death toll rises to 15 in a deadly act of anti-Jewish terrorism in Australia. 2 gunmen, a father and son, opening fire during a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach near Sydney. 1 gunman was fatally shot by police. The second, who was arrested, is now in critical condition. This is video of the scene, and you can see everybody running away from that beach and those bullets. So those who were killed ranged between the ages of 10 and 87 years old. At least 42 others were hurt and taken to the hospital. Authorities again have labeled this a terror attack. That Australia shooting sent shockwaves around the world. Here in Arizona, local law enforcement agencies are increasing patrols near synagogues and faith-based events, including Hanukkah celebrations happening all across the valley. 12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra joins us now in studio with more on this. What did you find, Gabby?
Well, Troy, Hanukkah celebrations continued tonight, but with an extra level of caution. Police officers could be seen watching from the perimeter of these events as dozens of people gathered to light the first candles of the menorah while also praying for those lives lost in Sydney. The rabbis say this is not a time to hide away, but rather a time to be strong in faith.
On the first night of Hanukkah,
celebrate with a lot of Jewish pride in a very open way.
The Chabad of Arizona is spreading light in the darkness.
The message of light will overpower any and all evil.
It's a message Rabbi Dov Levertov gives every Hanukkah, but this year it's especially meaningful.
With the pain and with the suffering and with whatever other emotions people are feeling through the morning, we're going to continue shining our light.
His message comes just hours after 2 gunmen opened fire on a Hanukkah celebration in Sydney, Australia. At least 15 people were killed and more than 40 injured as hundreds gathered to light the menorah on Bondi Beach.
That was, I think, maybe advertised even as the first Hanukkah event for the whole world.
The attack prompted an increased police presence at celebrations closer to home. The Phoenix Police Department says they will be increasing patrols and visibility around synagogues and other faith-based institutions, saying protecting the safety of all who live, worship, and gather in Phoenix remains a priority.
Sad that we need that, but obviously we're very thankful.
Rabbi Levertov tells me he's constantly aware of the threat of anti-Semitic attacks.
That, God forbid, could happen at any one of our events. That's what we do across the world. Hanukkah, we celebrate in the streets, like I said, and then we keep our addresses proudly displayed so more people could show up.
As they pray for their brothers and sisters around the world, they say hate and fear won't diminish their light.
It doesn't allow us to cower down. We have to, be strong in our message, be strong in bringing light to the world, and I hope that we're able to do that in their memory and in their honor.
Both the Phoenix Police Department and the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office says there are currently no known credible threats to any faith-based groups here, and they'll continue watching closely alongside state and federal partners. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabriela, thank you. A man is now in custody after a shooting last night sent a 16-year-old boy to the hospital. This happened in Gilbert near Warner and Recker just before 8 p.m. The suspect, 21-year-old Rael Sanchez, was visiting the home while the team was there to see his girlfriend. After the shooting, Sanchez fled the scene in a car. Witnesses told police he'd been acting erratically and was seen with a gun before that incident. The boy who was shot is in critical condition. New at 10, the annual Tamale Festival and toy giveaway held in downtown Phoenix this morning. Gotta love the mariachi music, and families enjoyed out there, and of course there were delicious tamales. Local vendors, Santa Claus was out there, and 1,000 toys were handed out to kids.
People love the tamales. You have choices all along with our great vendors. And then the big attraction, one of the big attractions, is obviously first 1,000 kids here will get a free toy and our picture with Santa. So we understand the times that we're in, and I think our families demonstrated with our events that we've done, like Cinco de Mayo, that we're all about the community.
As you say, it's all about bringing holiday joy to families all across the valley. And tamales are so good. I love those Christmas tamales, delicious. 12 News honored to be a part of a Valley tradition that reminds us what the holiday season is all about. Last night, thousands of people gathered outside Phoenix Children's Hospital for a very powerful purpose, letting sick children know they are not alone this Christmas. 12 News journalist Kyle Simchuk was there.
It starts with a candlelight walk from North High School to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Thomas Road is shut down. The impact after this 1 mile walk is immeasurable.
You'd have to be inhuman to get there and not cry.
And not realize when you see the little faces and the candles
up the windows and the families.
And to realize how many lives are being saved.
Some wave, some press their faces to the glass. All of them see one thing. People showed up for them.
To honor the kids and to shine their lights.
Thousands of people attended the 13th annual Ignite Hope Saturday evening, including Angela Kocher. She and her granddaughter Ari watched from a hospital room last year.
She said, "Gaga, will you go downstairs and wave to me?" So I did. Told her where I was going to be standing. I was waving at her. I was waving at some of the other people. It was really wonderful.
This year, they plan to march together.
And I did a pinky swear with her that we were going to walk it this year. She's in heaven now, but we're walking it in her honor.
Robin and Edward Gomillion brought their granddaughter, Vivian.
And if it weren't for them and their expertise, she wouldn't be with us today.
3 years ago, she had life-threatening heart complications.
So our son and daughter-in-law were in the windows looking out when she was in the hospital. And they looked out and said, "We're doing that every year."
Families who have been there, families who are there now, hospital staff, strangers who simply wanted to help, all holding a candle.
It really gives them, something to look forward to on days where they're unable to, get out of their hospital rooms.
And this is Tiana and Rue. They are hospital therapy dogs at Phoenix Children's, and that's why we walk. We walk to in honor of the kiddos that we visit each week. And we're actually going to volunteer on Christmas Day to see the kids.
The money raised from Ignite Hope supports critical needs at Phoenix Children's, new technology, research, and charitable care. 12 News was once again honored to be part of the event, which was emceed by our own Mark Curtis and Caribe Divine.
This place and all of its great personnel, from top to bottom, and all of their great researchers and all of their great developments and all of their success stories, none of it happens without you.
Knowing that, we're the blessed ones to be down here, and what they're going through up there is,
we're so thankful.
We've been there, and we know what they're going through.
In Phoenix, Kyle Simchuk, 12 News.
Yeah, definitely a special event out there last night.